Welcome to another Alice Fiction video. This is Kelva and I'm going to be talking about our latest event and the new banners that come with it. So we have Lunar New Year campaign, Phantom Fox Alliance of Destruction. So this is actually part of our newest type of event. It's called World Raid right here. And it lasts for 5 days. I tried it once with a tentative test team and I didn't do that well. 1.4 million. I think the top tier players are probably scoring around 4 million points. Yeah, somewhere around there. And if you want to be, somewhat competitive, I think it's a good score would probably be about 3 million plus. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about World Raid in another video after I figure out more about it. But let's talk about the new banners and world memories that have come along with this event. So let's go into the gacha. So first up, we have Daji, who is a fire special attack type. And the first thing you should know about her is that you shouldn't trust her. If you know your lore, you know you have to be careful around her. And if you do pull for her, then just know she won't be helping anyone else out because she's a selfish, self-buffing attacker. So this means that she is a very strong DPS unit. And because we don't have any other fire type special attackers right now, she fills in a role that doesn't exist yet. So she's a good unit to pull for if you want to fill in that spot. Caveat here is she is a standard banner unit, not a limited. So if you are, a little bit light on courts, maybe consider holding back on pulling. But let's take a look at her skills. So her crash skill, Enchanting Foxfire Dance, is a straightforward single target damage skill with no frills attached. Simple, effective, but again, there's no utility attached to it, right? It's just pure damage, 56k to the lowest HP enemy. And then she has 2 active skills and a passive skill. And these are all self-buffing. So the first one, skill 1, is she gives herself 4k of special attack type Slayer for 2 turns. And this is at level 90, grade 10, 3 stars, right? So it's not fully ascended. If you fully ascend her, it'll be higher than that. And then her skill 2 boosts her special attack by 2.4k. And then an additional amount, which is based on her current HP. So basically she takes away, it's like AA's skill 2. She takes away 50% of her current HP. And then 50% of that is given to herself as a special attack buff. And then she has HP recovery of 20% following that to help her to recover back. So she has 47.8k HP at level 90, grade 10. So this means that 25% of that is about 12k. So she's going to be giving herself 14.5k approximately, right? 14.5k of special attack buff with her skill 2. And then she also has that 4k of special attack type Slayer. And then her passive skill is if there are 4 special type allies on her team, then she gives herself an additional 2.4k special attack type Slayer. So she's pretty stacked, right? Her kit is pretty strong. She is, of course, a selfish unit, but she is strong. So she is a good unit. But again, she is a standard banner unit. So, is she worth pulling? I think she's a good unit to have because we don't have another fire special attacker type right now. So there's that to consider. We might have future team hunts or whatever where we want a fire type, and maybe the hard bosses would. So we want a strong fire type. So that's where she would be useful. And then I also think that she is potentially very useful in the current event going on, World Raid event, because the boss for the World Raid event is actually the Fox version of Daji, but it's a special attack type as well. So Daji's skills is basically perfect for that mode, right? Of course, she doesn't have type advantage against the boss because the boss for World Raid event is fire. So she doesn't have type advantage. So I'm not positive if she will perform very well, but I do know that with the Slayers and the special attack buff, she should still be pretty strong against it. So you know, you might be running, if you're running a special attack team, something like Archimedes plus Daji, and then throw in New Year's Musashi, and oh yeah, a debuffer. So somebody like Merlin, Anderson, that would potentially be a pretty good team for the World Raid event. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that in another video once I do some testing. So now let's take a look at her World Memory. So her World Memory that comes with her is Know All and the Demon. So at first glance, you know, it's fantastic, right? This World Memory is built for Daji. The base stats is pure HP, which you might think it's nothing special, but it really synergizes well with Daji's skill 2, which is a self-buffing skill based on her current HP. So this is effectively increasing her self-buff by 10-11%, right? Because she gets a 42% extra HP, and 25% of her HP goes into her special attack buff. So that's 11%, 10-11%. So it's really good. There's nothing more to say about that. And then the condition here for the skill on this World Memory is when HP is below 80%, she gains a 35.4% special attack type Slayer and boosts special attack by 35.4%. So basically increasing her damage output by 35.4% for both attack type Slayer and special attack. And this stacks with her own kit already, which already has special attack type Slayer. And so, you know, this World Memory, along with her kit, feels like it's basically made for the World Raid fight. So all I can say about this is World Planet, Wonder Planet, well played, right? Definitely a good job in creating an event and selling us that potential solution. But anyways, let's do some pulls. I'm not too sure how many pulls I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna do maybe until my first 5-star, but hopefully that doesn't take too long. As you can see, I have 98k saved up, and I should mention this about pulling before you decide to pull. Is the thing you should consider here is that Alice Fest, which we now know costs 90k quartz to spark or to pity a unit. We want to be prepared for any future ones, so you want to have a healthy balance of quartz because Alice Fest units are really strong. And then the second thing to consider as well also is that we have the collab announced already, and we don't know what banner type that will be. Hopefully it's generous, but that banner or the collab is going to be Hatsune Miku, which is a Vocaloid. But anyways, let's do some pulls. Funny enough, I'm actually just hoping for an off-right Merlin because I think she's really important for the current World Raid boss fight. So you know, if I get Merlin or Daji, both will be good. I'm pretty doubtful I'm gonna get anything soon though. My luck in this game isn't really that great. I think I should just skip this. On a note about the World Raid though, there's a lot of goodies in that shop, and it's you get 3 attempts a day, but the benefit is that you can also refresh your attempts up to 10 times. So you can do it 13 times in one day, and your total score, so not just your best attempt or your top 3 attempts, your total score is what counts towards the ranking in that World Raid event. So it costs 100,000 credits to refresh your attempts or to buy a new attempt. Let's skip here. And so you can do it 13 times a day, and I know that if you score pretty high, say maybe above 3 million, if you purchase all the attempts, you're actually able to clear out the World Raid shop in one day. So you can just ignore the event after that if you're not competitive and competing for the top ranks. So if you don't have anything, if you don't rank above 250, you don't get any additional benefits, and the ranking is for titles as well as courts. I think first place gets like 1,500 courts, and then it scales down by 300 from there. So like second place gets like 1,200, third place gets 900. And then if you score below 250, you get 300 courts. So I think most people are, I mean, you can just attempt it once and get your 300 courts and call it good, unless you're trying to shoot for the top ranks. And I think the real reason to shoot for the top ranks isn't the courts, but it's the titles, because you get titles with this. So if you remember our last challenge event, the Shrine, I forgot what it's called, but New Year's Shrine Challenge with Happy. We got titles for that, and you can equip those. So people are like equipping them everywhere, and I think it's actually the rainbow colors is actually really annoying to me in PvP, because whenever I look at it, it's just too colorful. But it does catch the eye for sure. So you know, I think that's the point of titles, right? Catch people's eyes and say, hey, I did something. But yeah, so for the World Raid event, only the top 250 get titles, and the remaining, everybody else doesn't get titles. If you score rank below 250, all you get is the 300 courts. And man, I'm already at 60 pulls and I haven't gotten anything. Which is really bad. Like, I'm not like expecting Daji or Merlin per se, but I haven't even gotten a 3-star in 60 pulls. What is the rate in this game? As I said, my luck is really bad in this game. I remember on the hand-to-net banner, I had to go all the way to 200 pity. I had to spark her basically, and then I had to skip the next couple banners because I had to save for Christmas, right? And of course New Year's. So from Halloween until December, I didn't pull anything because I got Asclepius, which is a dupe. So I think that ends my pulls here. I already did 70 pulls. I don't really want to go too hard into this banner, so I'll stop here for now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Daji and her new World Memory, as well as the new World Raid, and let me know if you guys pulled her or not. And good luck to everybody. I'll have a video out on the World Raid later, but good luck again. Pilv out.